Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K collector, and I'm back. I'm coming at you with a new video. Just gonna share with you some of the handhelds and the handheld games that I have in my collection. I don't think I really talk about those a lot because they're really small, but I figured you know what, this would be a great time to go ahead and share some of those with you tonight. So why don't I just go ahead and stop the jabbering and the blabbering and get right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of show one that's pretty near and dear to me, and what you're looking at here, folks, is the original Game Boy. Yes, the original Game Boy. Got this back in 1992, I want to say. Yep, got this back in 1992, and it was just amazing. You know, my brother bought this for me, and I had never owned a actual console that I could change the games out. I always got those like Tiger Electronics, like the little bootleg ones with like the Mr. Game & Watch style, where they only have like two motions, and it's almost like calculator level graphics. It was just bad. That's what I was running on. And then when my brother bought me this, it just opened me up to a whole new world. I was like, what? Mario? Metroid? Man. And I just remember sitting there playing this thing for days and days. Times when you couldn't go outside, or it was a rainy day, or you just had an afternoon with nothing to do. It's like I would just get lost in this Game Boy. No backlight, no help you see in the dark. This, you needed to have plenty of light, a flashlight, something to be able to play this. But you found a way back in the day. And yeah, so the Game Boy is real special to me. And so there are a few games that I have for it now. I had a bunch of games for it back when I was a kid, and I think I remember I had some games that I don't have here, but I remember Street Fighter 2. I had that on the Game Boy. I had Mortal Kombat. I had a few games. But the first game that I'm going to go over real quick here is Tetris, right? So Tetris, just a really cool game here. We all know Tetris, just building blocks. You got to make the blocks fit. The further you go in the game, the faster the blocks come down. But Tetris is just a great game, a great way to spend an afternoon. This is a game that I had back when I was a kid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan. I would play this game over and over and over again, and beat it over and over and over again until I got a new game. And this was a very fun game as well. You could, pick Raphael, Donatello, one of the turtles, and just go through the sewers and the alleyways and just, be a Ninja Turtle. It was real fun. Here's another cool one that I got here. This is Earthworm Jim. Yes, folks. Oh, let me back that up a bit there. Yep, so Earthworm Jim. And this is another great one. Just an adventure game. I was all about the adventure games, even on the Game Boy. I just always wanted to go on a journey, and Earthworm Jim was a fun one. Now we're going to get into the games that for me were heavy hitters. These were the games that I can't even quantify it in hours. I'd have to quantify it in like weeks. I put weeks worth of time into Wario Land. If I wasn't doing schoolwork, every waking second, I'm talking about, I'm trying to get this here. There we go. So I'm talking about spending every waking second sneaking in the bathroom, turning the light on, getting in a few more minutes. I would play Wario Land to death. I needed to unlock all the areas, get all the coins, do every little bit. And I poured a lot of time into that. This next one, I put a lot of time into. This was a game that one of my cousins had, and I had to get it. Darkwing Duck. This is an amazing game. Capcom, of course, but this is just a very fun Game Boy game. It's an adventure game. You're Darkwing Duck. You have your gun. I think you can change like the different type of weapons you get. It's just a very fun game. Even the graphics for the Game Boy, this was just a great game. So Darkwing Duck, spent a lot of time there. Then I've got one. I got to take some of these out the case because I have some of them in the plastic case. But this one is one that I probably spent the most amount of time on this game right here, and that is Metroid 2. I had to unlock every weapon, every power up, every upgrade. I had to find every secret area. I'm talking about, I put months into this game as a kid. And I remember Metroid 2. It was just a great game. Once you got all the weapons, you just felt so powerful. You felt like you wanted to just fight everybody. Just go back and fight all the bosses. It was just really fun. Metroid 2 was great. This last one is a more recent one for me, but I have put a significant amount of time into this one. And this is Battle Unit Zeoth. This is an amazing game. This is like Hyper Duel. Really, this is like Hyper Duel on the Game Boy. And I talked about Hyper Duel the other day. It's basically a shmup where you can transform from a spaceship into kind of like this mech, space shooter fighter guy. So really cool one. Check it out, Battle Unit Zeoth. And that does it for my Game Boy games. So now we're going to shift on over to the NEOGEO Pocket Color. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's this right here, right? So this is just an amazing console. I remember when this came out, at the time it came out, I think I was in junior high, just having the colors and then just the types of games that you had on this. I mean, Metal Slug in your pocket. This was just incredible. So the NEOGEO Pocket Color was great. You got the back there. I think I have a game in there. Hang on, let's see what this is. Metal Slug, of course. Metal Slug, first mission on that. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one there. I tend to play Metal Slug. I've got two more. I've only got 3 NEOGEO Pocket Color games. And the next one I got here is this one right here. Miss Pac-Man, or Pac-Man rather. So that's definitely one I've played. It's fun. It's Pac-Man, I don't think I'd, spend a crazy amount of time. And then this is one I got just because I used to play this in the arcade a ton. Again, this is another one of those games that you play when you're waiting to play someone in Marvel vs. Capcom. But Bubble Bobble. Not Bubble Bobble, Busta Groove, but Busta Groove Pocket. So Busta Groove is fun. I think it's kind of like Bubble Bobble. But yeah. Or maybe I'm thinking of another game. I could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, Busta Groove is definitely a fun game that I wanted to have on the NEOGEO Pocket. It's kind of like any of those like chain link games that you would play on your phone. Kind of like a puzzle fighter where you got to line up the same type of gems or gem drop. It's kind of like that. The only thing is you're aiming, you get to aim and shoot the bubbles. Anyway, moving along. I'm jabbering and I'm blabbering. So that does it for my handhelds collection, or at least that portion of my handhelds collection. I do have the PSP, PS Vita, and I may do a collection video on those one day, but those libraries are much larger than the ones that I have here. But anyway, just transitioning into some thoughts, and I really want to get to know what you guys think. So I know that many do collect for more things than just video games. You've got, fan memorabilia, posters. You've got those who do the amiibos. I know bobblehead collectors, Beanie Babies. And one of the things that I had always wanted to get, not that I wanted to collect for this, but this is something that I had always wanted to get ever since I saw my first Street Fighter action figure. and I finally got my hands on one. And this character is definitely unique. I'm usually going for, characters that kind of go against the grain. And so I picked up this E Honda from Storm Collectibles, and this is a very good rendition of E Honda. I'll bring it in close there for you so you can see that. But very good breakdown, very good paint, just a very good job on just the character. And so I'm super stoked to kind of add this to the collection. I might put him on top of my PlayStation 1 collection so he can guard it. Give any thieves the 1,000-hand slap. So anyway, I'm jabbering and I'm blabbering. So that does it for my thoughts. I mean, I've always wanted to kind of get into collectibles. Let me know what your thoughts are on action figures and collectibles of that nature. Is that something that you get? Do you do the amiibo thing? Let me know down in the comments. I'm interested to know what other things you collect outside of just video games. Well, that does it for this video, and I am the Y2K Collector. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to chat it up with you, and have a good rest of your week.